Cheers.
Cheers.
It just hits you. Like I see you
Big
sweating.
Hey guys, Kenny Bonus here with Bonus Accounting, and today we're doing a little special video, spicy tax tips, and we're going to be going over the beneficial ownership information requirements. It's a little crazy because we're bringing back spicy tax tips in a whole new way, and I have with me today Josh Boozel, a senior associate over at Bonus Accounting. How are you feeling today, Josh?
I'm ready. I don't know about you, but none of the sauces scare me. It's these pickles that Aaron picked up that I'm kind of nervous about.
Yeah, I'm a little afraid for those. We'll save those for the last question too.
Yes.
So what we'll be doing is going through some of the frequently asked questions relating to the beneficial ownership information. We'll abbreviate it with BOI, and we're just going to see where it takes us. And I'm a little bit terrified. So, all right, our first wing here is the Louisiana Red Cayenne. Cayenne's known to be pretty spicy. So, I don't know, we'll ask the question, we'll start digging in and go from there. First question, what is the beneficial ownership information, BOI, filing requirement?
So any LLC is going to need to file the BOI. The requirement is a pretty new thing, but we'll get into why it needs to be done and the purpose behind it coming up.
Let's dig into these wings too,
Okay.
and let's see what happens. All right, that's already hot. Keep it rolling. So a lot of people are asking about this. I know it's one of those crazy new requirements that the government just throws out there too. So do you have any commentary on that?
No. Sorry.
Just play the game, do the requirement. It's one of those things where, hey, even if you don't agree with it, just play the game, get it over with, and then you're set.
There are some things out there right now in Congress saying that, it might be unconstitutional, but the status that we're taking is it's better to just do it and get it over with and not face penalties or jail time that we'll talk about later. But, that's the stance that we're taking is just do it, get it over with, and then you don't have anything to worry about.
Kind of like eating these hot wings, just get it over with.
Okay, up next we have black truffle. Sounds good. We'll see if it is, though.
I'm ready for it. All right. Go ahead and ask me a question while I dig in.
All right, Kenny. Who qualifies as a beneficial owner under the new BOI filing requirements?
Spicy. So a beneficial owner is somebody who is a 20% or more owner of like an LLC or a partnership or an S Corp. It's important to keep in mind that that 20% or more. So if you're a single owner by yourself, you definitely are a beneficial owner. If there's 5 of you split 20% each, all 5 of you are the beneficial owner, and you're going to need to upload that person's information on the BOI portal. So
it's good to know too, some partnerships out there might have hundreds of partners, and obviously all of those aren't going to be more than 20% owners. So those individuals will not meet the requirement, but the partnership still will, assuming there's at least one person with 20% or more.
Exactly. Yeah, so the beneficial owner, it's pretty easy to identify, but yeah, nothing too crazy, unlike these wings, which keep getting spicier. Josh, got our nice little cards here, spicy tax tips cards. Which LLCs are required to file beneficial ownership interest? So which companies essentially, and are there any exemptions?
So all LLCs are required to file it, as well as S Corps, partnerships, and C Corps. So if you are incorporated, you're going to need to file it for sure. And even if you're just self-employed, maybe you file just like on a Schedule C. If you have that LLC designation, you definitely need to file that. As far as exemptions go, there are some. One very popular one is nonprofits. They do not have to file. There are some other exemptions out there, but you can find that on the FinCEN site that'll go through and tell you whether you're exempt or not.
I had a question for you again to follow up with that, but
Mhm.
this is pretty spicy. So, yeah, to keep in mind, if you're a sole proprietor and you don't have an LLC established, you're just doing business as, you don't have that requirement. It's mainly like when you have the LLC filing or company documents filed with your respective state. So something to keep in mind on that. And you know how board of directors for nonprofits can have so many different directors on it. The nonprofits have that exemption, which is really nice because you'd be
Definitely.
tracking down a lot of driver's licenses. So,
Yes. Yep.
yeah.
And if you're not sure, you can always give us a call, and we'll take a look at the company and let you know for sure.
What are you thinking about this spice too?
This one's up there. It's definitely getting more intense. I think
Mhm.
Harley did a good job putting them in order. So
Absolutely delicious too.
the next one is habanero honey mustard, which sounds pretty good.
Yeah, it's promising right here. Nice.
Okay, Kenny. We've talked a lot about driver's license, but haven't told anybody why. So, what specific information do these individuals or corporations need to report when they're filing the BOI?
Yeah, so as I mentioned, you'll go onto the fincen.gov website /BOI, and you'll upload your information like your driver's license. You'll also need your EIN and then your LLC documentation. You'll want to have a driver's license for each individual. Let me take a bite here too. Oh yeah, nice. One thing we run into. That hits. Is whenever somebody has an expired driver's license, or they don't even have a driver's license because they're too old and they are not driving anymore. So you're probably going to want to have an updated license or some sort of Pennsylvania
ID.
or photo ID identification. We're in Pennsylvania, so we'll reference that a lot, but that's an important part. And as you can tell from my answers, this is getting progressively more spicy. You also want to have the EIN of the company, so that's like the employer identification number. That's essentially the social security number for that company, and that's going to be reported on there too. And then your LLC documentation will just kind of show the address of the entity and everything. It's pretty simple too when you go online. It takes less than 10 minutes. Our one video that you can check, we'll link it in the bottom too. That's going to effectively like walk you through step by step. We charge $125 to do it, but we tell people how to do it for themselves for free. But I'm always surprised at how many people say, "No, you just do it. We'll pay you. Just do it for us." So I think the most complex thing is just like uploading the driver's licenses and having that in like a visible format, like in a PDF form or
Needs to be a good
JPEG.
scan.
Yeah, don't have that shadow in there or anything like that, and it's got to be like legible. So yeah, let's keep digging in. It is delicious, but it's painful.
It's really good, but for sure the hottest one yet.
Oh yeah, thank you Applebee's for providing the wings. We accept sponsorships. Delicious.
Okay, as if the last one wasn't enough, now we have extra, extra, extra hot, and that's only number 5.
Sounds spicy. Got a good one here. What are the penalties for failing to file or providing false beneficial ownership information?
Okay, so this is the one that everybody wants to know. You know,
Take a bite.
Oh, sorry.
We want to see that pain.
Yeah.
It's like a joke.
So the first question, we stress pretty hard to just file the return. And here's why. Because if you do not, or you provide false information, they can penalize you $591 a day up to $10,000.
That's a lot, yeah.
That's a lot of money. And you may have heard me reference jail earlier because they can actually sentence you to 2 years in prison if you do not file this. So whenever we say just do it, just do it.
So is that like a special prison, or is it just, you're thrown into a prison?
I think it's just a slammer.
Oh, man. Yeah, we're not sure if they're going to enforce this. They said it was ruled unconstitutional, but play the game, prevent anything from coming down the pike later on like that. And just comply, because like Yeah, $591 a day. That could
Mhm.
like easily bankrupt a small business, and it almost seems like it's penalizing small businesses.
It is,
So,
but you don't need that stress. So
mhm. We'd say just like I said, play the game with that, file it, because you don't want to have to pay a little extra like that, especially when you could go on the website and file it for free yourself. So these are spicy.
Mhm.
That is good. That's delicious.
I'm getting full. Okay, up next we got Melinda's fire roasted garlic and habanero.
Our skin's gonna start perspirating and everything.
What steps should LLCs and corporations take now to prepare for the 2025 BOI filing deadline?
Can you repeat that? So, yeah, file it. No, so everybody should talk with their accountant or your attorney to figure out if it applies to you. Usually they can help guide you through that. But you identify first if it applies to you, and then you're able to watch the video that we have, do it yourself, or engage with your accountant. We could also assist with that too. If you were a LLC prior to 2024, you're going to have all of 2024 to file that. If you create a new LLC or a new entity, like an S Corp, you have 90 days to get that filed. So if you're not in existence, you file it in 2024 to become an S Corp or an LLC or a partnership or a corporation, then you have 90 days. So that clock starts ticking. And the scary thing is, some people didn't know this at the beginning of the year. They might be getting some of these penalties. So you definitely want to be aware as you're creating a new business that this applies to you. And then if you were in existence, like I said, before 2024, you have the rest of this year. But as of December 31st, 2024, you need to make sure you get this filed.
And that's going to be here before you know it.
What are you thinking about with this spice? Because it's like a shocker. It just like
Yeah.
hits you. Like I see you sweating.
Oh,
The camera's picking it up.
yeah.
We got B-roll picking it up.
Oh, yeah. Nice and close.
Oh, I'm loving it though. I dipped in that a little bit more.
Mhm. Very good.
Off to our last wing. Ghost pepper wing sauce. What are you thinking, Josh?
I wasn't too worried whenever we first started, but after the last one, I kind of am.
Yeah, and ghost peppers are notorious for just being savage.
Yes.
So yeah,
Yes.
this is going to be nuts. All
Okay.
right, Josh. Final question here. What is the timeline for submitting the BOI, and what is the process for ensuring it's done correctly? We might have touched on some of that, but hey,
Yeah.
drill it into us.
So, as we said, if you are a new LLC, S Corp, partnership, corporation, you have 90 days. From the date that you file those documents with the state, you have 90 days. So it's important to get that done within that time frame because 90 days isn't very long and it'll sneak up on you quick. And like we also said, if you're an existing LLC, partnership, S Corp, you have until the end of 2024, which is coming very soon.
So then what's the process for ensuring it's done correctly?
You need to gather up your stuff, go online to the FinCEN website and get that report filed, or contact your accountant and ask for help with that, which we will be happy to do.
Nice. And I'm also told it's not an annual filing, but when would you want to update the filing?
So if your address changes or anything major changes within the company, any new stock owners come in, shareholders that own more than 20%, you're going to want to update that.
That definitely makes sense. Oh, unlike these sauces, make no sense because this is spicy. Oh, delicious. We're going full pickle on this. Really not good.
No.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Boom.
A couple people asking me that they own rental units, and they're curious if they are part of the filing group.
So are they?
So like we've been saying, unless it is an actual LLC or partnership, no. If you own a rental house or a couple rental houses, then no, you won't need to file the BOI. But if you do own like a rental management company that's organized as a partnership, then yeah, you're going to need to file that report.
Yeah. And whenever we were identifying clients, let's see if I can pop this off. We were looking who had a Schedule C, who had S Corp, who had a corporation, who had rentals. Because sometimes those rentals don't show it on the tax return that there is an LLC.
Right.
So people's attorneys had recommended it for liability reasons, and now they have an LLC that they have to file this reporting for.
Yep.
Pepper Palace Sickle Pickles. Peter Piper picked a peck of really hot peppers. We're going full pickle on this.
Actually doesn't smell bad.
Right. But yeah, the BOI reporting requirement, they just kind of threw it at us. We're just trying to keep up with it. Trying to help our clients and everything. Oh, that's simmering. Yeah, that's good.
That's coming on.
But if you know somebody that has an LLC, if you know somebody that has a S Corp, let your friends know. Let them know that this reporting requirement is out there. Trying to do things to bring awareness to it, because it just feels like they kept it secret, and then all of a sudden, until you're getting penalized, you're finding out about it. So, yeah, just make sure to spread the good word and everything, and help your friends out and
Absolutely.
your business colleagues. Cheers.
Cheers.
Boom. That's really not good.
No.
But yeah, we'll continue to do these spicy tax tips as long as we have good questions coming our way. If you ever have any questions, let us know in the comments below. Make sure to smash the subscribe button, hit like, tell your friends, share it, and we'll keep doing this because it's pretty fun, actually.
Absolutely.
I had a good time, Josh.
Absolutely. Good job.
Appreciate it, man.
Yeah, definitely. Thank you.
All right, now I can drink water. Ah!